Hey, welcome to Pipeline Live. So glad that you've joined us today. Well, we're excited to be sharing some great social media fun things with you throughout this time. And today we're going to be talking about some catchy
Look at this guy.
captions. It's going to be amazing. And we have Nathan here with us. We're excited. I'm Keith, by the way, if you didn't know. It'd be hard to know if I didn't tell you. So now I'm telling you, and this is Nathan,
Hi.
and he is going to share with us some catchy captions.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And I see you brought your baseball glove, which
Yes.
I would say batter up, but I don't have any cake mix. I knew that joke would be terrible, but that is the whisk,
Whisk.
I was willing to take.
There you go.
Why do I have a whisk, you might ask? It's going to serve as a nice little metaphor for for the topic of our discussion, which is creating catchy captions.
Okay, great.
Some practical ways and also some conceptual ways to craft better social media posts with captions.
Okay, sounds good. Well, should we get into it or just
We should.
just keep whisking away?
We should, yeah.
Okay.
No whisk, no award.
None whatsoever. So, why are social media captions so important?
They're important for a couple reasons. One is you can either create or maintain your voice through catchy captions by having your like
La
that.
la la la. Like
Right,
that, your
yeah.
voice?
It's a nice way to have a signature way of presenting your content to your audience and having them engage in it in a fun and hopefully successful way.
Gotcha.
Another reason that captions are so important is because they can hook a potential consumer, fan, whatever you want to call it, customer, and especially depending on the platform. If it's more text-based, like maybe Twitter, for example, that could be the thing that really draws them in. Whereas on Instagram and more image-based stuff, a good caption can keep them engaged once they've been drawn in by the photo.
By the nice photo.
Right.
Nice. Awesome. Well,
Can you? Well, before you
Go
get to
ahead,
that,
please.
can you film me the baseball?
sure.
Yeah.
This baseball right here?
Yeah.
Do I need it? Right here?
Oh.
jeez.
So what you don't want to do with a bad caption is what I just did, is drop the ball.
So can you give us some examples of some bad captions since you just dropped the ball?
Oh, I can, in a big way. So let's start with the ingredients, if we're going back to our metaphor, with the whisk. The
So
ingredients,
this is a bad recipe right here?
bad ingredients for a
Okay.
caption. Let's
Okay.
start with it's unclear, or it's all over the place. Also, it's messy both structurally and conceptually. It's hard to understand. And too many lines, it's too wordy, it's too cluttered. There's giant URL links that just go on forever.
The See More button pops up?
Yeah, I don't know who Seymour is, but
Yeah.
they're not going to click it.
I'm not going to click it.
But most importantly, in regards to our topic today,
Yes.
would be it lacks personality or spice or voice or whatever you want to
Spice.
call it. Spice, yes.
Paprika?
And so I've actually taken the liberty of crafting a little experimental post with a fictional hotel, and I'm going to show everybody what a bad caption looks like.
All right, let's
That's
go.
okay with
yeah,
you.
let's do that.
Okay. Here we go. I took the liberty of creating my own hotel. Actually, it was really cheap. Hotel de Portland. And it
Did
was
you build
really-
this, or?
I did in my head. And
Okay.
no one has booked a room, which is really offensive. But anyway, hopefully you can see this. I'm going to read it out loud and follow along. Stay at our hotel in Portland, Maine, where we have free breakfast and are close by to fun things to do. We also have balcony views of the city. For more information on fun things to do in the city, please visit the link. I'm not going to say the whole link, or is it? So if you notice, there are a lot of things going wrong with this.
Yeah.
First of all, there's a typo in like the fourth word. So, and also it goes on. Hour.
Yeah.
It goes on and on and on. There's not, but also more importantly, there's not really any spice to it.
No.
There's not any.
It didn't
life.
draw me in.
No. And that's what it needs to be doing, is drawing you in,
Draw me
engaging you. So, in a little bit, when we get on to the next section, I'll show you how we can maybe spruce this up a bit. You know, add a little pizzazz to it.
Spruce it up.
So let me go back to our view.
So, since we're talking about ingredients,
Yes.
talking about making a good recipe for catchy captions,
Yes.
what are some of those key ingredients that we need to go over?
There are a lot that you can do, a lot of ingredients you can add to make a great caption, but for me, I've boiled it down, no pun intended,
Boiled.
to 5 C's, which is it's clear, clean, concise, confident, and clever. So really quickly, when I say clear, the message is very upfront, it's direct, you're not misinterpreting what it's saying or the meaning behind it.
Okay.
It's clean, both. There's no language, of course.
No language.
Yeah.
None.
Well, there's English.
Just, I mean, yes,
yeah.
but no bad language.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
But more visually, it looks good. It's fine-tuned. All the links are looking good. They're shortened. All the aesthetics are in order.
Okay.
And then we'll go to concise, which is huge in this industry and pretty much any industry nowadays, because people's time, what do you call it? People's attention spans.
Attention span, yes.
Right. Are
about 8 seconds.
Yeah, are very hard to maintain. So
where are we?
make sure what
we're on pipeline line.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Case in point. Make it concise. Make it very short and sweet. And the next one will be confident in what you're saying. Know what you're saying and why you want to say it, and that will shine through in your own voice in your own social media posts. And finally, with what we're talking about today, is clever. Be clever. Being clever can be a fun way to show your personality, show your humor through your brand. And this one's hard because it can be taken too far, and if not used sparingly, it can totally destroy what you're trying to do. Before we move on to any further, one of my favorite shows is Mad Men. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of The Office. Something
Right.
similar.
Keith's favorite show is Mad Men as well, apparently. But one of the things they talk about in the world of advertising is anything you're putting in front of someone you want to engage with your content, make it simple but significant. And that's actually something that I'll always come back to that I really love about making posts is what I'm doing with these ingredients for a great post. It's what I'm saying, simple enough to be understood quickly with a short attention span. Is it significant enough to remember and hopefully engage further with?
Good.
And so, let's actually take.
Got anything for us? Some
We do,
examples?
yes. Well, before we move on to that, there's a couple more things I want to say.
Okay.
If you want, kind of as bonus material, you can also tell a story with your social media posts and captions. I like to think of whoever I'm writing for on the other side of the screen, putting myself into their position and kind of telling their story through my own eyes of what would make them save time, help them save money or learn more or understand or unwind. So if you think about it in that way, in that perspective, it can help you better curate your content to where they're at in life, and hopefully that'll help with engagement.
Good.
And also there's a couple of no ingredients for sure for
Like
a good post. I guess we could have talked about that before, but it's more important here. It would be no post should ever have corn or cheese. Because
unless you're having like a quesadilla.
Right.
Well, yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Okay.
I'm always foiled by quesadillas no matter where I go.
Yeah. Me too.
Anyway, but if you take wordplay and humor and wit and all that too far, it comes off super corny, super cheesy, and 9 times out of 10 is not gonna land. So that's something to use sparingly. I like to think of what we're talking about as salt and pepper.
Cool.
So it's a little bit can go a long way, and it can be used to really spice up your post and bring some life to it. Obviously, if there's no salt and pepper to something, it's going to be totally bland, like the first caption. Too much can also totally ruin it. So it's a nice thing to add some life to your post, but you have to really be cautious with it.
Okay, good deal.
So let's take that.
And salt and pepper, you're talking about the actual spices,
Yeah,
not the band.
No, if you pour salt and pepper all over your computer, it will magically make your post better.
Okay.
And ruin your Mac.
What a man.
So let's go to our same example, and I took the 5 C's.
5 C's.
And let's see how.
We got some good examples here. No RRs or ors.
I hope not.
Okay.
So let's let me go to our other view. And let's start from the beginning. Follow along, if you will. Visit Portland, Maine in style and comfort with free breakfast, friendly staff, and gorgeous views. Our hotel makes all the magic of Portland the main point.
Ooh, the main point.
Ooh, yeah.
And you got emoji.
Yeah, emojis. Yeah, so I think there's a lot going on for this to kind of help it. First of all, it's shorter. It's more direct. There's.
It gets to the main point.
Yeah, there's a little bit of double entendre, but not too much, obviously. spelling name in a different way helps. Emojis help, and it looks cleaner and I guess more. I would say more engaging than the other one.
It's booking today too because it's clear call to
Right,
action.
right. And if I don't get any bookings from this fictional hotel, I'm very upset.
Right.
So yeah, that's one way you could take a.
It's free breakfast. It's capitalized as well.
Right.
Free as that is.
Right. Capitalized. So, I thought just for fun we can maybe go through a couple other examples of big name brands.
Yeah, definitely. Why wouldn't we?
Because you'd say no.
No. Saying yes.
Okay, so the next one we have is a little burger joint I like to call Wendy's.
Yeah,
Maybe you heard of it.
Yeah, they're very clever.
Yes. So this one says, our beef is way too cool to ever be frozen. And it's got a little cool guy emoji. I like that.
Yeah. There you go.
Now there is cheese in the post, so it's kind of going against what I was saying, but
True, but it's on
not in
burger.
the words.
It's
Yes.
in the burger.
Yes. Right. So we get away with that one, but it's a nice, fun little way to say something about the freshness of their food without it, being so bland or whatnot. So moving right along.
Let's move it.
Let's go to another little chicken joint, little neighborhood place. They got a couple of branches called Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, I heard of them.
When your best fur end knows how to start the weekend.
Fur end.
Woof. So it's another way of adding a little bit of wordplay, a little bit of cleverness to it without going overboard. I mean, who's going to get mad about a dog
Words
post
like-
anyway?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe cats that are watching this.
it would be. The cat people don't like that.
Right. Or the cats themselves.
Yes. that
Right.
too.
But again, it's a nice little example of showing, your
And product placement too.
Yes. Yes, it's got all the things going for it.
Good picture.
I can't
And
tell
the
this.
emoji. Got the emoji again.
True.
There it is.
Lots of little bonus materials here.
Definitely.
Okay, I got one more for you, if you're ready for that.
Yes.
This is from Discovery.
Oh, okay.
It says, photo of the day, happy Hug a Bear Day. We
Okay.
don't suggest hugging any real bears.
No.
Leave that to the professionals, like these polar bears.
Big kid.
Again, it's another fun little way to make a post, engage with the audience, connect with them, and also show a little bit of wit, a little bit of cleverness.
Who knew that there was actually Hug a Bear Day, you know?
I don't. That's something I will not celebrate.
No.
I'll probably only be able to celebrate it one time.
And that's it? That
Yep.
would be good.
Yes, so let me get back to our review
Okay.
and move on.
Let's move on. Well, great. Well, those are some great posts, some great captions. So what are some, give us just some more practical, small little tips. You went through the 5 C's, but just like some just other things I, hit on one about emojis and that type of thing. But what are some just, in the last couple minutes we have here
Yes.
together?
The last 4 hours together.
Pipeline Live. What are some quick tips?
It's quick tips. I think the first and foremost, the most important tip would be to be yourself. That sounds so cliche, but it's very true, especially for your brand. Only you can say what you can say and the way you can say it with your experience, your knowledge of your customer base,
Right.
all that stuff. So just be yourself. Don't try to mimic other brands or other styles. I mean, glean from them, but remember this is you and your unique take on life and everything that entails.
Yeah.
Other practical things, super practical now, which would be like previewing your posts, especially for Facebook. You've got
So look at them ahead of time.
right. Look at them ahead of time. I mean, with the 5 C's after all that, but even after that, look in your desktop view and mobile view because it can change drastically
Right.
depending on what you're writing. So just make sure that if it looks good in Facebook view, switch over to mobile view because sometimes if it gets messed up, it can kind of ruin the stuff you're trying to do with your placement of all your words and all that stuff.
Right.
Another example would be to use a program to shorten your long URL links.
Oh, the
That's-
Google search one you had on there earlier?
Right. It's
Yeah.
the one that I use a lot is Bitly. I don't know if you've heard.
Bitly, yeah.
Little tidbitly, I'll call it that. But yeah, if you take a long URL and put it in there, it'll shorten it for you to like a few characters, and you can even customize it to say whatever you want.
Fun.
Yeah. Portland fun, whatever. So
Book
it looks
now.
better. It just makes it look cleaner and more professional, and more
Okay.
presentable. Also, try to incorporate tagging after you've got your caption ready. Depending on what kind of business you are, you can tag other businesses in your community, other people, events, venues, whatnot. It can help generate a very organic and welcoming sense of community and local engagement and buzz.
Buzz.
Lightyear to the rescue.
There you go.
Yes.
Just happened.
Also, a call to action is always important. So after you've got a great caption, I mean, if you hook them in with a great caption, but there's no next step, it's kind of not
Not bringing them to your
Yeah.
in the marketing funnel.
there's no point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whether it's learn more or book now or read more, whatever you want to do,
Sign up.
sign up. Yeah.
Shop.
Yes. All that stuff is necessary.
Yeah.
And I guess tagging on to that would be make sure that whatever the crux of your post is close to the front of the post. Like if it gets buried in the read more part, if it's too long, most people are not going to do
Right.
that. So it's always, whether it's book today or a promotion or a deal, try to get that as close to the front as possible within the framework of
Right.
your amazing post and your amazing caption. Oh, caption my caption.
There you go. Well, those are some really great things that we can take and apply. And so thank you, Nathan, for sharing with us today on the 5 C's. And I thought there were more than, there's a few more oceans than that.
There's 7 C's.
7 C's.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But they say no whisk, no award.
There isn't any. So we are grateful. I lost my ball. You dropped it
I
earlier.
dropped it.
Okay.
I made a bad caption.
So we made a bad caption and it's not catchy. So we're moving on. But thank you so much for joining us today. We are, we hope that you learned a lot from this great Pipeline Live here on Facebook. Please look for our post to come soon about our next Facebook Live, and it should be exciting and thrilling just as this one.
Yes.
May have some props. You never know.
Right.
We may
Props
give
up.
some. We may give some props. You never know.
I give you props.
But thank you for joining us, and we hope you have a great one. Check us out on pipelinesocialmedia.com and all of our socials. Facebook, Instagrams. What else? We got anything else? Twitters.
Yes, Twitter.
We have them all. So take care.